What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be covering Solana, as we do have something happening behind the scenes that could be a very vast, imminent threat to not only the price of Solana, but the future of Solana. You guys know I've been covering it for over a year, not necessarily being mega bullish or mega bearish, but more just doing chart analysis as it's in the top 10. And because of that, I do believe I have the duty to let you guys know when there is a threat of this nature. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into today's video. So this all started on November 6th, or yesterday, when CZ made a post saying, as part of Binance's exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly $2.1 billion in cash, BUSD, and FTT. Due to recent revelations that have come to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT on the books. This is what you need to remember, okay? We will try to do so in a way that minimizes market impact. Due to market conditions and limited liquidity, we expect this will take a few months to complete. Binance always encourages collaboration between industry players. Regarding any speculation as to whether this is a move against a competitor, it is not. Our industry is in its nascency, and every time a project publicly fails, it hurts every user and every platform. We typically hold tokens for the long term, and we have held on this token for this long. We will stay transparent with our actions. Now, as a result of this, we can start to see it's truly starting to impact FTT specifically, which is the native token, the stablecoin of the FTX platform, in which you can see that FTT, for example, has gone up extremely high on exchanges, meaning that users are starting to bring it back to exchanges, typically when they're trying to get rid of it, sell it, swap it, etc., right? They're not as confident holding it maybe in an external wallet or something of that nature. You can see here that we did have a little bit of commotion back whenever the whole Luna collapse did happen towards June and May and June, July, this little area here, but nothing compared to what we're seeing now. And you got to remember, right, everyone was kind of scared of stablecoins back in May and June, and even this little move here was nowhere near compared to what we're seeing now. So it goes to show that a lot of this speculation is triggering some true and genuine fear. Now, I know some of you may be asking, well, why does this impact Solana? The issue here is that FTX and Alameda Capital are basically one and one together, right? They are just about the same company separated into two different divisions. And the problem that we have is that Solana, a token backed by Alameda and FTX, is down 11% on the day. According to a copy of the Alameda balance sheet seen by CoinDesk, Alameda holds $292 million of unlocked SOL, $863 million of locked SOL, and $41 million of SOL collateral, meaning that they hold over $1 billion in Solana. Now let's look at the market cap of Solana sitting right around $11 billion, and that kind of tells us, right, we're looking at roughly 10% of the entire market cap being held by a company that many are starting to become rumored of as insolvent. So something to consider. This is not guaranteed news, okay? This is not something that we immediately need to be screaming, panicking, and running for the hills for, because again, you never know what the true reasoning behind some of these actions are. You never know what the true manipulation is, because there always is that. You never know what's genuinely going on behind the scenes, but this isn't something to be ignored. If for any reason we start to see Alameda going out of business when they have over $1 billion in SOL, or again, around 10% of the entirety of its market cap, the overflowing or the flooding of that Solana on the chain, if maybe they're liquidating or something like that, would trigger sell-offs that we've not seen for Solana pretty much ever, okay? It's not necessarily about them just selling all of it, because that wouldn't be, I guess, terrible for the price. It's more of the belief that if they are to overstock all of these exchanges and markets with Solana, and the supply is so much high, the circulating supply is so high in a time where demand isn't so high, that could truly cause a point in price in which we start to see it trickling down to the 10s, the 15s, maybe even the sub 10s. That is something we absolutely do not want to see, okay? So the best thing that I would say to do in this situation right now is to monitor the situation closely. We should not have ignored the rumors and the speculation and the bad things going around about Luna before it collapsed. Am I saying that FTX and Alameda are going to collapse in a similar way? No, I have no idea. I think they have much more of an access to funds, and I think this is a completely different situation. But what we have to pay very close attention to is that when a player like CZ or Binance says, because of recent revelations, we have to understand that there is something going on there that's making them nervous. And if they're nervous, we should at least be nervous. So what I'm personally doing is I'm not selling all of my Solana or anything like that. I do have a bit of a consideration to lower my position size eventually. But what I'm doing is I'm just excluding it from my dollar cost average plan at this point. The reason being is that If this is all just, BS and not true, I can continue on my dollar cost averaging eventually on, and I can still take advantage of this bear market. This bear market's not going away. We have time, okay? And so if I just have to pause it for now, just pause it for now and let this situation blow over. Or what I can eventually do is that, stop dollar cost averaging, and if this ends up going south, then I haven't been funneling money into, an empty abyss, right? So for that reason, the best thing that I would say right now is that just to pay attention to how this situation plays out. Keep a very close eye on everything like this, right? Go and check on Glassnode. Watch this FTT exchange volume. Go look at the FTX specifically token, FTX token here on CoinMarketCap. Look at how the price continues to move, okay? This is going to be a key identifier of how are people feeling about this situation, and make sure to continue to watch videos and do your research on how this is playing out, because if FTX starts having problems and Alameda starts having problems, that is going to trickle over to Solana. That is just how it's going to play out, because they have such a major position into them, okay? So with that said, as it does play out, I can continue to update you if you would like. Just let me know in the comment section below. This is a lot different than my usual content, so I don't want to flood my channel with content that is not the usual. So let me know down in the comment section below, or just like this video so I know you did enjoy this quick update on what all is going on here. But with that said, that's going to be about it for today's video. Of course, do stay aware, folks. Stay paying very close attention to all of these things, because the bear market is trap after trap after trap. And if you can get through all of them, there's a lot of success on the other side, but we just got to get there. So with that said, that's about it. Of course, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all next time. Peace.